So we're already halfway through the year, and you notice that you haven't reached the goals that you set for yourself. You made so many promises to yourself at the beginning of the year, but now it's summer and you're stuck. You want to get organized, you want to get focused, but time is just moving so fast. Don't worry, at the end of this video, you're going to feel motivated and inspired to get your life together and to take action. In this video, I'm going to give you 12 things to focus on so that you can manage your time, your emotions, and your life better and in a way that you reach the goals that you set for yourself by the end of this year. So let's get started. So hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sushila, and on this channel we talk about self-development, time management, personal growth, productivity, managing our feelings and emotions, and we talk about how to feel better on the inside. So if these topics are of interest to you, consider subscribing to the channel so that you don't miss out on future videos. So let's get started with today's video. So number one on our list is plan your life. Don't just let life happen to you. Plan, what are you going to do tomorrow, the next week, the coming month? What do you want to get done? What steps do you need to take to get things done? What's stopping you? Once you've got your goals figured out, break it down to smaller portions so that you don't feel overwhelmed. Make sure that you work on your goals daily, if not weekly. Sometimes we focus our energy and give our time to totally wrong things because we just haven't figured out what it is we actually want, and so we don't know which direction to go to. So obviously, before having a plan, you need to know what you want. So if you don't yet know what you want, take the time to realize what it is you want, what do you want to achieve by the end of this year, what goals do you have, what do you don't want, and based on that, make a plan for yourself. Number two is create your circle. So take a paper and pen or write down on your computer, whatever. Make a list of the people and the animals and whoever souls that you have in your life that you want to keep in your life, that you want to focus on. There are so many people around us. We can't focus on everyone, and we need to get our priorities straight. Write down who you want to maintain a relationship with. Who do you want to keep in contact with actively? Once you have all your people on your list, draw a circle around them. This is the people that you need to focus on. Everyone else, try to give them less time and attention. We can't give our time and energy to everyone, so we need to be intentional. And by giving our time to everyone, we won't have enough time for the people that we actually want to maintain relationships with. Number three, write everything down. What you want, what you want to get done, what your goals are, what you need to do. Write everything down. Don't trust your memory and the million things you have running through your head all the time. Research shows that humans can normally remember only about 7 things at a time before it gets too much. So do yourself a favor and write things down. Make it a habit to have things written down on a paper or on your computer or on your phone, but have it out of your head. By getting things out of your head and onto something else, it frees up so much space in your head and allows you to think freely again. Number 4, have a to-do list, at least for your daily tasks. And more importantly, write down in your to-do list separately the 1, 2, 3, or 4 most important things that you want to get done each day. The most important things are often the ones that we procrastinate most on because they're not always the ones that we like doing the most, but they're often the ones that actually are the most important in terms of our long-term goals as well, that we really need to focus on in order to achieve our goals. And when we procrastinate, we sometimes end up not doing them at all. So it's really important to know our priorities for the day. And if you can, do the most important things first. That way you won't end up procrastinating on them, and you also feel like you accomplished something when you get the most demanding task done first. Calendar blocking is also a really useful way to get things done. YouTube has loads of videos on this, so I recommend to check them out. I myself use calendar blocking and it works really well for me. Number 5, give yourself time to recharge your batteries. Make plans, if not daily, then at least weekly, time for yourself that you are going to focus on self-care in whatever way that looks like for you. To take care of your mind and your body. Plan it out, schedule it. Otherwise, it often doesn't get done because we often don't prioritize our own mental and physical well-being as much as we should in these busy times. Do things regularly that keep you inspired and motivated. Number 6, keep a check on your expenses and your finances. Now, I know that some of us just don't want to know where our money is ending up because it's maybe a little bit painful to find out, but I guarantee it's worth doing. Keep a check on everything that you spend. Try it out. There are so many amazing apps out there. Myself, I use an app called One Money, and you can track everything that you spend there. You just make it a habit into noting down everything that you spend, and you can create your own categories, and it's really interesting to see where your money actually is ending up. And it's really interesting to see that the things that we think we don't spend that much money on actually end up being a lot at the end of the month. To control your life, you really need to know where your money is ending up and what are you actually saving. No matter how little it is, try to save money every month. And the best way to do that is when you first get paid, take a small portion out of that, or however much you want. Put it aside. If you first spend and you think you're going to save what you have left at the end of the month, there's usually not much left. So have financial goals, clear financial goals. What do you want to do with the money that you save? Number 7, keep your physical environment clean and decluttered. It's just the fact that the more messy our house is, the more things we have lying around, the harder it is for us to focus. I struggle with this a lot, thinking that I just need to be able to focus in however a chaotic environment I'm in. But actually, research shows that the less things we have, the more decluttered our environment is, the more clean we have it, the less stressed we are, and the more we're able to focus and feel at peace. So I really recommend taking the time to get rid of the things that you don't need so that you'll be able to find the things that you actually need and also to feel at ease. And when you have less things, you also appreciate those things that you have more. Things just pile up and they just make us feel disorganized. And to get our life together, to take control of our lives, we also need to take control of our physical environment, our home. YouTube has amazing videos on minimalism, on decluttering, on cleaning our homes. Very inspiring. I really recommend checking them out. Number 8, get organized. So the first step to getting organized, I would say, is obviously cleaning up your physical environment and knowing where everything is. Everything in your home should have a place. Know exactly where everything belongs and where you put your files, your online content. Organize it in a way that works for you. To save time and energy, create checklists for your different processes that you repeat daily or weekly. It will save you so much time. And organize your digital space. Use apps that support you in this. Myself, I use Notion. It's amazing. It's totally free. There's no one way for everyone. Just find a way that works for you to be organized. Organizing your physical space, your things, your thoughts, your files, your pictures, everything. Just be organized. It will make your life so much easier. Number 9, eat clean and healthy. More energy, more well-being. A good way to start being more healthy is just to make a conscious choice that you only buy foods home that are healthy for you, that are good for you. That way you can resist temptation when you get hungry. Focus on food that nourishes your body, that's good for you, that creates well-being, not food that creates disease. Plan your meals ahead and don't make it too complicated. The easier you make it for yourself, the more likely it is that you're going to follow through. When you plan ahead what you're going to eat, you also save more money and it's more likely that you stick to your healthy routines. Number 10, pick yourself up when you fall. Don't get stuck in your negative feelings. It's okay, of course, to feel whatever you're feeling. When I'm not saying to, pretend that everything's okay when it's not okay. But don't get stuck in it so deep that you end up drowning. I can't remember who said this, but I saw it on a YouTube show where a guy was talking about how when you're feeling down about something, when you're feeling bad, allow yourself 5 minutes to feel bad about that situation, to feel all the emotions. Just let it all out. But after 5 minutes, take a deep breath in, breathe out, and just shake your shoulders and say, can't change it. I know that sometimes 5 minutes isn't enough to feel all the emotions that you want to feel about a particular situation. It takes more than that. But a lot of the times I have really tested this method out and it has worked. Just going into whatever it is that you're feeling, do it for 5 minutes, but not more than that. And just shake your shoulders and say, can't change it. Because whatever's happened has already happened. And once we accept that we can't change the situation, it's so much easier to move forward. Number 11, focus on the good in life. We can choose to see the good in life or we can choose to see the bad. We can sit and think about all the bad things people have done to us, all the hurtful words people have said to us, and we can feel sorry for ourselves. We can feel guilty. We can feel like we're just victims of life and life is just happening to us. But we can also choose to feel good and to see the good in every situation. We can focus on feeling jealous or bad or guilty or regret the past, but we can also choose to realize that now is all that we have and to enjoy the moment and to live in the moment and to look forward to things, to be grateful of what we have. Because when we focus on the good, we also recognize good. We recognize opportunities in our lives. If we focus on the bad, we always see failures and negativity and we get stuck in that. We can choose to see the positive and the funny things about every situation in life. There's always two sides to everything. So try to shift your focus to the good things in life. Number 12, forgive people. This is something I can't stress enough. How relieving, how beneficial it is for us to forgive people and to forgive ourselves. Everyone makes mistakes, and it's important that we learn how to forgive. And it truly is a skill that takes time to learn, but once we learn how to forgive, it is so freeing. Forgiving people doesn't mean that we allow people to take advantage of ourselves and to be manipulated. If you find that there's a pattern and people are not genuine or people are not honest, then move away from that situation, move away from those people, because obviously you have to protect yourself. If you have a lot of people around you who don't share the same values as you, then whether you like it or not, they're going to end up influencing you in some way, consciously or unconsciously. So it's better to move away from people like this. But the people that we do want to keep in our lives and the people that are important to us, they will make mistakes just like we make mistakes, and we have to learn how to forgive. We have to learn to let go. The longer we hold on to anger, resentment, hurt, and we don't want to forgive, the longer it's going to weigh us down. It's not even about the other person. We need to learn to forgive for ourselves, for the sake of ourselves, but also, of course, for the other person. Forgiving releases so much negative energy and it allows us to focus on our lives and to feel free, to feel happy. Not being able to forgive, to hold resentment, it can ruin our lives, truly. Life is short. Create habits that help you create a beautiful life. And at the same time, be aware of the things that you don't want in your life that take you away from you. Life is short. Create habits that create a beautiful life. So don't let life take you for a ride. Take responsibility and take control. We can't control others, but we can control how we respond to situation, how we react. And we have the choice to what we make out of the resources that are available to us at any given time. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd love to hear your tips on how to lead a better life and how to reach your goals. So comment below if you have any thoughts. That's it for now. Thank you so much for being here. See you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe.